There are places out there you can't find on any map. They're not gone. They're just lost.
Hi, and welcome back. A good treasure hunt movie is one that keeps you guessing until the very end. It's a genre that's full of suspense and excitement. Here are our picks for the top 10 best treasure hunt movies. Number 10, Uncharted. Street, smart Nathan Drake, formerly with Victor Sully, is recruited by an experienced treasure hunter named Victor Sully Sullivan to recover a fortune amassed by Ferdinand Magellan and lost to the House of Moncada. The duo's initial robbery turns into a sweeping race to the treasure to elude the ruthless Santiago Moncada, who believes that his family is the rightful heir to the fortune. If Nate and Sully can decipher one of the world's oldest riddles, perhaps they can find $5 billion in treasure or even Nate's long-lost brother. They need to, however, learn to support each other. Uncharted has a 6.3 rating in IMDb and a 90% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, crap!
Number 9. National Treasure. Benjamin Franklin Gates, a descendant of the family of the treasure hunter whose grandfather learns about a vital national treasure from him. The priceless object is hidden somewhere across the country, and the hint should be left enciphered and very scattered throughout the country. Benjamin's father dislikes treasure hunting, as he himself invested 20 years searching for the treasure, unsuccessfully. The plot takes a turn when Ben's accomplice, Ian, decides to steal Declaration of Independence for the next step. Ben refuses to Ian's plan, and they become hostile. When Ben tips FBI about the possible theft of the Declaration of Independence, they refuse to believe him. Ben determines to steal the Declaration of Independence in order to protect it from Ian. Ben meets Abigail Chase, the curator of the archives, when he steals the document. The rest of the story is all about how Ben, his friend Riley, and Abigail decode the symbols and save the national treasure without getting in Ian's way. National Treasure has a 6.9 rating in IMDb and a 76% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
Tomb first.
Tell me what the next clue is.
What do you see?
Number 8. Time Bandits. Although history fascinates Kevin, his parents do not share his enthusiasm. As a consequence, he takes advantage of the opportunity in one night to make a dream come true with the help of impeccably dressed dwarfs who materialize out of thin air when he sleeps. Kevin's secret map of the world has been stolen by the Time Bandits, sending him in search of fascinating periods in history. They are now in hot pursuit of Kevin, having stolen his map. Now, to complicate matters further, the arch-rival known as the Dark Genius is hot on their trail as they covet the stolen document. But Kevin's seemingly ordinary room was really the entrance to a mysterious wormhole, and from this portal, he was able to enter into a fantastic world of adventure. Time Bandits has a 6.9 rating in IMDb and a 77% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
Interest story? We like it, and we're pretty sure you will. What's wrong with it?
Number 7. The Mummy. An English librarian, Evelyn Carnahan, became interested in starting an archaeological dig at the ancient city of Hamunaptra. She gains the help of Rick O'Connell after saving him from a death and becomes aware of a group of explorers interested in the same dig. What Evelyn, her brother, Jonathan, and Rick do not realize is that another group of explorers are interested in the same dig. Unfortunately for everyone, this group ends up unleashing a curse that has been laid on the rotting high priest Imhotep. Now, the mummy wakes up, and it will take a lot more than gunfire to send him back to where he came from. The Mummy has a 7.1 rating in IMDb and a 75% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes. Number 6. The Goonies. Mikey and his companions have always wanted to experience an adventure. One night, they're all in Mikey's attic, and Mikey finds an old map there. Mikey has always wanted to know whether One-Eyed Willie was an historical figure, and now he can access his own curiosity. So they head out to town and realize that they must go through the restaurant, let the Mama Fratelli to make a secret path to the caves. As Mama Fratelli tries to get into the caves, Chunk is left behind by Mama Fratelli and meets Sloth, one of Mama Fratelli's sons playing with a broken nose. He approaches Sloth. Meanwhile, Mom Fratelli and her sons are trying to get to the treasure as well. Will the kids get there before Mama Fratelli does? Will Chuck ever get out of her basement? The Goonies has a 7.7 rating in IMDb and a 91% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
Join the adventure as Steven Spielberg presents The Goonies.
Number 5. The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug. They must trek over and down the misty mountains to seek assistance from a powerful stranger if they're to successfully evade the dangers of Mirkwood Forest and take care of the salvation of Lake Town. If they reach Lake Town, it's time for Bilbo Baggins to fulfill his promise to the dwarves. Bilbo must go to the Lonely Mountain, and Seeger need to locate the secret door that will allow them to access the treasure hoard of the Dragon Smug. Also, where has Gandalf gone to? And what is his secret business to the south? The Hobbit. The Desolation of Smaug has a 7.8 rating in IMDb and a 85% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes. Number 4. Blood Diamond. Following Archer, a character in the story about Archer who has made it big in the world of conflict diamonds. He has emigrated from Sierra Leone due to political unrest and has a knack for self-preservation. After meeting and falling in love with Maddie, Archer's life completely changed as he was given an opportunity to come to terms with the conflict around him. Blood Diamond has a 8.0 rating in IMDb and a 90% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
I will find you. If it takes my life.
Number 3. Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. This vibrant adventure chronicles the searches for Captain Jack Sparrow, a wily smuggler, and Will Turner, a bright blacksmith, as they search for Elizabeth Swann. Elizabeth, the daughter of the governor and the love of Will's life, has been kidnapped by the feared Captain Barbossa. Little do they know that Barbossa has been cursed. He and his crew, invincibly powerful though they might be, are under a curse that will never allow either of them to live or die. That is, unless a suitable blood sacrifice is made. Pirates of the Caribbean. The Curse of the Black Pearl has an 8.1 rating in IMDb and an 86% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
Here they come.
Number 2. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark. The year is 1936. An archaeology professor named Indiana Jones is venturing into the jungles of South America to search for a golden statue. Unfortunately, he sets off a trap but miraculously escapes. Then Jones hears from a museum curator named Marcus Brody about a biblical artifact called the Ark of the Covenant, which has the potential to elicit results. Jones has to journey to distant places such as Nepal and Egypt to approximate this historic item. However, he will have to battle his enemy René Belloq and a band of Nazis in order to reach it. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark has an 8.4 rating in IMDb and a 96% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. Trust me.
Number 1. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Blondie, the Bad, is a professional gunslinger who is out trying to make a few bucks. Angel Eyes, the Good, is a hitman who is drawn to an assignment and enjoys seeing it through, as long as he is paid to do so. And Tuco, the Ugly, is a wanted criminal who knows how to take care of himself. Blondie and Tuco have a partnership in profiting from the bounty Tuco collects. When Blondie unties the partnership, Tuco tries to find Blondie. When Tuco and Blondie encounter a horse-drawn carriage loaded with rotting corpses, they soon learn from the survivor Bill Carson that only a couple of the men buried a stash of gold in a grave. Regrettably, Carson dies, and only Tuco knows the names of the cemetery, while Blondie finds out the name of the cemetery on the tombstone. Now, the two have a better chance to fight for the gold. Angel Eyes knows that Tuco and Blondie met with Carson and that they know where the gold is. It now needs to happen that he finds the way to it. The three main characters must fight for possession of the $200,000 worth of gold for $10 million. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly has an 8.8 rating in IMDb and a 97% in audience score in Rotten Tomatoes. Do you like this video? Check others' videos here and subscribe to be notified about our most recent videos. See you next time. Goodbye.